A rare window opens. Championship windows in the NBA are sacred nowadays. They appear suddenly, they last for mere months at times, and then they vanish into the next injury or the next trade or the next ego clash. Most franchises spend decades trying to force one open. And the New York Knicks, a team that's lived in purgatory longer than any storied franchise should, have just stumbled upon a portal to basketball immortality. The 2025-26 season is not just another campaign. It's not building year 4, or let's wait till we get another star. No, this is it. This is the moment when the East has been leveled by injuries, by aging stars, and seismic trades. The Knicks, for the first time in 25 years, enter a season as the most complete, healthiest, and balanced team in the conference. There's no Tatum. There's no Halliburton. There's no Butler. No Dame. Porzingis is in Atlanta. Middleton's gone. Miami's fire has flickered out. What remains is a path paved in gold for us. And the Knicks are the only team wearing boots to walk that. We wearing Timbs to walk it. But can we finish the march? What I love about this season is that the Eastern Conference contenders have fallen one by one. Right now, the conference has been a war zone over the past few seasons. It was stacked with MVPs, all NBA talent, generational rivalries, and we were on the outside looking in. But in the ashes of the brutal 2025 playoffs, man, look at what happened. Tatum, torn Achilles. So now Boston's franchise cornerstone, the man many believe would own the East for a decade, he goes down in the conference finals. Torn Achilles at 27. That's a cruel twist. And it effectively has sidelined the Celtics' title hopes for another 12 months. Brad Stevens reshuffled quickly. He traded Porzingis to Atlanta. He gutted the Celtics core that had just started to peak. And now Boston's just another team hoping to survive. Then you got Hali, and he tore his Achilles. Indiana's golden boy suffered the same fate. After a breakthrough season where he matched Jalen Brunson step for step, I can't front. His devastating injury erased Indy's chance to run it back. So that Villanova-Iowa State chess match, over before it even became a rivalry. And then you got the Bucks releasing Dame. The Bucks title window slammed shut the day they waived Dame. It was a bold move, maybe a merciful one though, as Dame began to struggle defensively and physically last postseason. But it left Giannis in a strange spot. You got now a 2-time MVP surrounded by Kyle Kuzma and the newly acquired Miles Turner. They are solid, yeah, but title worthy? Nah, not next year. Then you got Butler traded to the West last season. We can't forget that. That man was the soul of the Miami Heat. Now he's balling out with the Golden State Warriors. His departure left Bam Adebayo holding the keys to the car that was missing an engine. Miami might make the play-in, or they might not. They're no longer a postseason threat to us, though. Now, I know many of you will say Cleveland. They added Lonzo Ball, and he's definitely welcome to their team. I think they got rid of Garland. Donovan Mitchell still hasn't extended, though. Yeah, he did. But Mobley hasn't made that leap. So that team is interesting, but they're still not with us. I think right now the Knicks stand alone at the top. While the East fell apart like a Jenga tower, the New York Knicks, we quietly got stronger. We got deeper. We got smarter. No ground-shaking moves. If you look at our roster right now, projected at least, is Brunson, who's an undisputed leader, closer. He's the heart of our franchise. You got Bridges, two-way elite wing. Now he has the freedom and familiarity. You got OG, who's a lockdown defender, hitting corner threes in his sleep. You got Karl Anthony Towns, stretch 5 disguised as a 4. Probably the most offensively gifted big man that we've had since Patrick Ewing. And now Mitch is back, the rim protector, the glass cleaner, the enforcer for us. And it don't stop there. We got our bench. We got Deuce, who's already a pesky, physical point guard, growing in his offensive bag. You got Hart, who's the glue, the culture, Villanova soul. You got Clarkson now, the microwave scorer, chaos weapon off the bench. You got Yabu, who's an underrated post presence. He's bruising. He's playoff tough and tested. You got Hook Porter, who's a rim runner, vertical lob threat behind Mitch. What are we talking about? Our reserves, you got Kolik in the bag. You got Dadier in the bag. Njai, I don't know if Payne's still going to be there. And we got a new defensive mastermind, fresh voice head coach. This is the deepest Knicks roster in modern franchise history, if you ask me. It's the most versatile. It's the best balanced unit in the East. And it's healthy. No other team in the Eastern Conference can say that. None. I know what you're saying though, Shea. You don't sleep on Orlando. Yeah, they're going to emerge. But they ain't ready. So just when it seemed like the Knicks were about to moonwalk into the finals, Orlando entered the chat. Their offseason was bold. Yeah, they added Desmond Bane, one of the league's best movement shooters. They picked up Ty Jones, point guard who plays chess when others play checkers. Undersized, but point guard savvy. Now their core looks like this. I think they got Tyus Jones, Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, I'm a big fan of Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr. That is a rotation that's built on versatility, defense, and shooting. And they're young. So they have their confidence that's growing momentum. Paolo's on the cusp of being a star. Franz is an all-star also in the waiting, but they're also unproven. They haven't tasted a 7-game war in the playoffs. They haven't been hunted yet. And with no true alpha scorer yet, like Brunson, they're likely a year or two away still. We still have some time. They are dangerous, absolutely. But are they a finals threat? Nah, not next year. So I think what the Knicks should do right now is seize this moment. The opportunity is only potential until someone grabs it by the throat. If the Knicks want to hang our first banner since 1973, we got to show up. There's a couple of things we got to do. First, we got to protect Brunson at all costs. Give him rest. Let Deuce and Clarkson soak up the minutes early. The playoffs are going to require that Brunson be 100%, both mentally and physically. The next thing we got to do is let Cat be Cat. Towns is the most malleable weapon on the roster. Let that man shoot 7 and 9 3-pointers a game. Let him space the floor. Let him use that trailing transition set. Make mismatches impossible. But let's keep our defensive identity as well. Mike Brown's greatest strength is systemized defense. So with Mitch and Anunoby Bridges' Hart, we could smother teams. We don't got to worry about outscoring them. Let's strangle them. But one other thing that's very important, we got to figure out Clarkson early. Is he going to be our Lou Williams or is he going to be Jordan Poole? If he thrives, he becomes the ultimate plan B for us when Brunson sits. If he falters, we really got to move on from him by the deadline. And I know that the Knicks are still looking to make one more piece, if not this summer, maybe before the deadline. If a veteran 3-and-D wing or playoff-tested backup center becomes available, we probably need to pounce. Insurance is important. Margin between finals and heartbreak is a rotation piece. So this season has to be it. Banner number 3 or bust. The stars have aligned. The rivals have crumbled. The Knicks are no longer the upstart or the cute underdog anymore. We got the bullseye on our back. We're the standard in the East right now. The 2025-2026 season isn't about growth. It's not about chemistry. It's about legacy. This isn't just a path to the finals. It's a red carpet to Banner 3. No excuses. No moral victories. It's championship or disappointment. Leon Rose and Mike Brown, they absolutely got to seize this moment like Pat Riley did in the 80s or like Joe Dumars did in 2004. Because windows like this, where the stars literally fall out of the sky, they come once in a generation. Jalen Brunson could become a Knicks immortal right now. Mike Brown could become the coach who finished the job. Like Steve Kerr after Mark Jackson, Leon Rose can silence every critic, but only if they walk through the door. We had a door that fate kicked in for us. We gotta walk through it. The window is here, wide open. No deferrals. This is the year. This is the banner. 2026 is the year that the Knicks have to take the throne. What do you say? Keep this in mind. Same thing applies to life that applies to our team. If there is no struggle, there's no progress, and it's time to progress. But also remember this, whether it's out there in the real world or here in these YouTube streets, here in Knicks Deli, everybody eats. I'm your boy Sheik.